right, so today we're going into exploring subtle earth. So earth is often it's our most dense of the main four elements of earth, air, water, fire. Um, it's the heaviest, the most solid, which is interesting though, when you actually scoop up and you pick up some earth or soil, within that is an entire system within the soil that's not really a pure thing in that sense. You've got all sorts of different microbes, you've got water in there, you've got air in there, and the spaces in between. So it's a really interesting thing of how, if we look at earth, it is the building block of everything else, but it's also within it, it's contained a lot of other elements, aspects, species, life, because you've constantly got worms and other things moving through the soil. So we want to connect with the subtle energy of earth. So obviously earth can really have a grounding effect as well. But when we ground with the subtle element of earth, it's a little bit different to grounding with the planet earth. So, and also when we want to bring earth into the body in a subtle aspect, we can do that because maybe we want to, we have a broken bone and we want to help that bone heal and solidify with the crackers. So we can work with subtle earth very much in these things, or perhaps we want to contain something, or maybe there's a lot of inflammation and it doesn't need to be soaked by water, but it needs a quenching with a little bit more slowly and gently with the earth. So that depending what the situation is, you can bring in multiple elements and not just one. All right. So let's get into a little bit of a practice. So I invite you to, if you're seated, you can do this lying down if you really like, but seated is preferred. Make sure you're not driving or operating heavy machinery. So I just invite you just to wriggle around, make yourself as comfortable as you can. This is the thing. We want to practice with ease and comfort, but obviously within ease and comfort, we also want the spine to be straight. This is our main axis of energy flow within the physical and the subtle body is through the sexual channel. So to support this, we want to have a lengthening of the spine. If we're hunched up and hunched over or rounded in the back, we're not opening up that channel. And even this is a little aspect of feeling subtle energies, feeling that difference of going from this sort of posture to opening up, allowing the shoulders to open and spread evenly from the back and the front, and lifting up the head. There is a very strong shift of energy within that posture and how we feel. All right. So I just invite you, sit comfortably, move as much as you need to. These practices are not about being really still. It's just about tuning in. So I invite you, if you like, close your eyes, or you can just have them slightly open, looking at a spot a few meters in front of you. And just as usual, I like to invite you into an awareness practice, bringing in awareness to the breath and just following the breath in and out through the nostrils, noticing the sensations that occur as the breath moves in and out, as though you're noticing your breath for the first time. And when you're ready, allowing that awareness to extend down into the body, following your breath into the different areas that expand and contract, possibly feeling that breath all the way as it moves down into the lungs, through the throat, through the back of the throat. Feeling the different sensations that occur with inhalation and exhalation. So all we're doing here is just becoming aware of the breath, bringing ourselves into the present moment, aware of breath, aware of body, and then allowing our awareness, while we continue to be aware of the breath, to expand out into awareness of the torso, being aware of the front of the body and the back of the torso, and obviously the head. Being aware of the arms, the legs, Being aware of all the edges of your physical body. Being aware of your seat. And being aware of the space around. So extending beyond the edges of the body to the space around you, to the space of the room. Perhaps you can have awareness of the furniture, the walls, the floor, the ceiling, the windows. Perhaps being aware beyond the room you're in, being aware of the building, being aware of the neighborhood, being aware of the city, being aware of the country, being aware of the earth. So you can extend awareness as far as you like, or you can keep it maybe just into the room around you. So just bringing your awareness, let's just come back and be aware of the space around us, just within the room, aware of our body, aware of breath. So here, wherever you are, I want you just to imagine that you are sitting on bare earth, sitting on the soil, sitting on the dirt, if you like to think of it that way. Now, I don't want you reaching your energy down deep into the earth or anything like that. I just want you to be aware of sitting on the surface of soil or earth, dirt, however you like to frame it. Just noticing what it's like just to imagine to be connected with the element of earth. Then as you do this, just imagine this could be a little bit triggering for some people, but just think of it as it's happening in a safe way, not a scary way. So just imagine that then earth is piling up around you and it is becoming surrounding your whole body. We'll just keep the head out. So this earth is just surrounding you right to the neck, and as though you're just being surrounded by this earth. And so you're able to get free of this at any time. There's no restriction to you and being able to free yourself to stand up, move away, or get away in this imaginal experiment or experience. You're just feeling, sensing, and getting to know the sensation of earth in its energetic quality. So just notice what you might feel. What is the sense of being surrounded in earth? And imagine it as it surrounds your body, it fully supports your physical body. So as it's coming in, it is strengthening your legs. It is strengthening your core. It is strengthening your back. It is strengthening your arms. So even though you're surrounded by this material, the earth, you can still move. You can still move those arms a little bit and can feel them, even though you're utterly surrounded by this earth. But as you connect with the subtlety, you can imagine this subtle earth moving through the skin, into your bones. So we want to work mainly with our a little bit of our skeletal structure, but going through the muscles, because we're just bringing in the subtle aspect of the earth. But in a way, it's strengthening your body. You can feel the solidity and strength of your own physicality connecting into subtle earth, because it strengthens us. When we want to be strong, earth is a really good subtle element to connect with our physicality in our full power and strength. Now, this is something we can really work with if we're in a situation where we're dealing with dark forces, with very strong disharmonious energies being sent towards us, especially things of anger or rage, or things that can create fear. Bringing in this subtle element of earth and bringing in that strength through the physical body, because when we want to deal with dark forces and dark issues, being solid in our physical body is really important, because we're dealing with energies that are less etheric. We don't want to be in love and light and air when we're dealing with dark forces. We want to be in strong physical strength and power. So just notice that, feel that strength coming into your body, maybe feeding all the way up through that central axis. So if you have problems within your spine, this can be a great way to bring in some really supporting earth energy. Feeling that lengthening all the way through the neck to the top of the head. And just invite you to sit with that for a moment. And then just as you're sitting there, just let all that soil that's surrounding your body, just let it sort of crumble away. It's leaving its strength behind, but just letting that which is surrounding you crumble away and fall back down into the ground and into the earth. Because we haven't sunken into the earth has sort of come up to embrace us. So just let all that go. If you need to, you can almost just shake it off, letting any of the excess come out. And that's the thing, earth is all about grounding. So when we've got excess energy, we usually want to send that to the earth. So yeah, here just sort of, you can let the arms and the hands shake out a little bit. Wriggle the spine, because we don't want to bring in so much earth we become solid and fixed and rigid. We want to still be nimble and agile. So just shaking that out will shake out any little bits that are getting a little bit overly rigid or strong. And then just allow yourself, be aware of that seat, be aware of the earth below you again. And just allow yourself, take that energy of strength with you through your day. If you haven't already, then do wriggle any hands or feet, just bringing yourself back into the body. Bring yourself back into awareness of the space, awareness of body, awareness of breath. You may want to take a nice deep breath here, sigh it out, and just let the practice go. So I'd love to hear your comments, thoughts and experiences in playing with earth. Maybe you have some other ideas or other ways that would be interesting to play with earth. I'd love to hear about those too. And thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe, and if you would like to work with me one-on-one, just head down to the links and you'll find my website to find out more about me. All right, have a beautiful day.